Greetings to all. With continuation of recording of transaction chapter journal entries, we are going to continue with the ledger posting. Now, what is ledger all about? So, ledger is all about collection of accounts, principal book of accounts, transaction of similar nature are grouped in one place, and it is formed an account and book of final entry of the book of secondary entry. So, this is what collection of accounts means. If one account is prepared, then all the related transaction of that particular account will be grouped in one particular account. So let's start and give and have a detail of this. So they are again classified into five major parts, that is assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses. So classification is done. Now they are further made as permanent accounts and temporary accounts. Now what are temporary accounts? Temporary accounts are revenue and expenses account because they are temporary for the one particular year only, because expenses may be incurred in one particular year only or incomes may be received on that particular year only. Like suppose I have expenses of rent every year, right? Rent is paid for the factory what is we are having the activity on that particular factory. So we are paying rent for every year, but once factory is purchased by the company, purchased by the enterprise, then they are no more existing as a rent expenses. So no more rent expenses are paid on that particular manner. So these are temporary accounts, while permanent accounts means the accounts which are carried forward for the next coming year. So here you can see all the permanent accounts are balanced and carried forward for the next accounting period, while all temporary accounts are closed at the end of accounting period and they are transferred to the trading or profit and loss account. So these 2 points are major points which is always to be remembered, that is assets, liability and capital are carried forward next year, while temporary accounts are closed in that particular accounting period. Then comes your difference between journal and ledger. Now what is the difference between journal and ledger? So very first difference between journal and ledger is that journal is a first entry while ledger is a second entry. In journal we used to first write down all the entries in the chronological order, while in the ledger we are going to post them into analytical manner on the basis of sources of documents. Journal is on the basis of sources of document, that is we are going to transfer from pay slip, invoice, bill or any of the debit note or any of the credit note, while ledger on the basis of journal, that is the data which is available for in the form of journals, that is journal entries, we are going to transfer from that. So whenever you are preparing the ledger posting, you have to first prepare journals. Here journals are never balanced, that is they are never total up. Here ledgers are always balanced and they are carried forward in the next coming year if it is a permanent nature. Then journal, when the activity done in the journal, it is termed as journalizing, and when the activity done in the ledger is termed as posting. So the process of transferring entries from journal to the appropriate ledger account is termed as ledger posting. Now these are some few transactions which I have taken into consideration for your ledger posting. So have a look on that. Business started with cash rupees 75,000. So first of all we will pass the journal entries of all this. And then we will move further for the further activities. So business started with cash 75,000, purchase goods for cash 10,000, sold goods to Swati 5,000, purchase furniture 3,000. So first I will highlight these 4 entries only. So let's have a look on these entries what I had already drafted. So have a look on this. So started business with cash. So first entry will be cash account debit to capital. Then we have purchased goods, so purchase account debit to cash. Then we have sold the goods to Swati because it is on credit, so Swati account debit to sales. And then we have purchased furniture, so furniture account debit to cash. So now while going towards this, one by one we are going to prepare all the ledgers which are available. First I have taken only 4 transactions. So which ledgers you have to prepare? So you have to prepare first cash account, then you are going to prepare capital account, then you are going to prepare purchase account, then you are going to prepare Swati's account. Cash is not to be repeated. Then we are going to prepare sales, then we are going to prepare furniture. So total 6 ledgers we are supposed to draw. Now what is this ledger, how to draw, that we are going to understand. So ledger contains 2 sides. First of all, take a foolscap book or any of the book, fold it from the middle, then you will find that there will be 2 sides prepared of same size, right? 2 sides will be there because here this is a middle line and 2 sides are there. This side is termed as debit while another side is termed as credit. Now here there will be date, particulars, journal folio and amount rupees. So this thing is repeated again, same on the credit side. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount rupees, right? So this way you can see your format is ready. Now we are going to start with the posting. Now first entry we had already drafted, that was cash account debit to capital account. Now first of all, when you are starting this ledger posting, first of all you have to see which accounts are affected. So here cash account and capital account is affected. So this whole game will be starting with 3 steps only. So first is cash account. So in cash account, what is cash account happening? Cash account is debit over here. So cash account is debit over here. So come to your, first of all, come to your cash account and on debit side write down 75,000. Come to your cash account and debit side write down 75,000. And there you have to write down the reason why cash is debited. Why cash you have debited? So cash is debited because of capital what you have received. So cash is debited because capital you have received. So 3 steps will be moving like this. First step, which account is affecting? So we know that cash account is affecting. So first is cash account, we have to highlight. Then we have done debit, so write down in the debit side amount 75,000 and the reason towards that, that is why it is debit, because of capital. Because of capital. Now another account is capital account. So come to your capital account is what? Credit. So come to your capital account credit side. So I have sending out credit side 75,000 I have mentioned over here, and then I have written why capital is credit, because of cash. Because of cash. Same way. Now purchase account debit to cash. You can see the transaction purchase account debit to cash. So same procedure we have to follow. Purchase account debit 10,000. So if 2 accounts are affecting, purchase and cash itself. Cash already we have prepared. So you can see purchase account, come to your purchase debit side 10,000 you mention it. And the reason why purchase you have debited, because of cash. Purchase you are debited because of cash. And every time date is to be mentioned, else your answer will be not valid. And then come to your cash account. Cash account is what? Credit over here. Cash account is credit. So come to your credit side and there write down by purchase. Come to your cash account and there write down by purchase. So 70,000 you are going to write down on the credit side. You can see here, because cash account once only prepared, so your entry will be continuing. Your entries will be continuing over here. Now comes next Swati account debit to sales. So what you are supposed to do? Go to your Swati account and there debit side you write down 5,000. And the reason is to sales. Now come to your sales account. Credit side write down 5,000. And the reason you will write down by Swati. So this way your posting will be done. Then comes your furniture account debit to cash. So furniture account debit to cash. Furniture account you have switch on to furniture account. On the debit side you write down 3,000 and the reason for that is cash. And same way come to your cash account and there you write down by furniture. So you can see over here, your cash account is now ready with 3 items which we had already posted in previous journal entries, from previous journal entries. Correct? So now we are switching towards another three entries which are there. So here, next transaction was December 18, cash received from Swati, rupees 4,000. Transaction was cash received from Swati, rupees 4,000. Now Swati is a person from whom we are supposed to get 5,000 rupees. You can see over here, previous, you can see in your Swati's book also, ledger also, Swati's ledger, we are liable to get from her 5,000 rupees, and she is paying 4,000 in full settlement. She is paying 4,000 in full settlement. So what we are supposed to do is, first of all, we are going to receive the discount. So cash account debit, discount allowed account debit to Swati. So you can see over here the journal entries respect to that. Cash account debits, discount allowed account debit, and Swati's account. So 3 accounts are affected at the same time. So you are supposed to draw, you had already drawn cash account. Discount allowed is also to be prepared, and Swati's account you had already prepared. So come to your cash account debit side. On the cash account debit side, you are supposed to write down to Swati. You can see over here, right? Cash debit Swati. And the reason for cash 4,000 is Swati. Then discount allowed. Come to your discount allowed. There you write down to Swati. Same manner, to Swati. And come to your, now Swati's account, your 5,000 credit is there. 5,000 credit is there. But they are bifurcated with the cash and discount allowed. So you have to jot down by cash and by discount allowed in this manner. Then next transaction was rent paid. Next transaction was rent paid rupees 1,000. So rent account is debit. Go to your rent account, write down 1,000 rupees debit, and there you are supposed to write down to cash. There you are supposed to write down to cash with the date, and cash account is credit. So come to your cash account credit side by rent. Cash account credit side by rent. So this way your whole structure will be over. Now comes your next, last transaction, salary account debit to cash. Salary account debit to cash. So come to your salary and there you write down to cash. Come to your salary account and there you write down to cash. And come to your cash account and there you write down by salary. Then you come to your cash account and there you write down by salary. So this way you can complete this all transactions. Now when your transaction are complete, now we have to make the total of that. So how to make the total of ledger posting? That is how to make your total and balancing of ledger posting. So somewhat like scenario in your cash account will be like this. So you will be having 2 entries on the debit side and total 4 entries on the credit side. You can see over here, you can observe in your, when you are doing parallel sums, so you can understand, right? So better you people complete that all things, and then now you can check this out. So capital account 75,000 plus 4,000, that gives you 79,000, from which I am going to minus this all items, that is 10,000. So I will make a total of this. I will make a total of this 10 plus 13 plus 1 plus 10,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,500 plus 1,000. So that gives me total of how much? So my total is 79,000 of debit side, okay, and minus credit side total is how much? 15,500. 15,500. So difference of this I will be getting is 63,500. 63,500. So I hope you got the idea, and that will be denoted as by balance carried forward. This will be denoted as by balance carried forward, and date will be mentioned as the last date of the particular month of which you are posting. Here December is there, so December 31st we are going to mention, and that is now carry forward. To the next year, because this is December, or next month, that is to balance brought forward, so this way your posting will get over. Now capital account also we are going to close that way only. First of all, buy cash account is only there in your notebook, right? 75,000. Now which side is more? Obviously 75,000 is more, so on the opposite side we are going to write down to balance carry forward 75,000, and which in the next coming month we are going to bring down to buy balance brought forward. So this way cycle will move on. Same way for purchase also. 10,000, then balance carry forward 10,000, which is next month carry forward as brought forward 10,000 on January 1st. Swati's account. Now in the Swati's account you can see 5,000 is over here, but 4,000 and 1,000 is over on the credit side. So both side when we tally, this is termed as tally. Both side when we calculate both the side, you will find 5,000 each. So when there is 5,000 each, you are not supposed to carry forward or brought down anything. So this will be equalized. So there is no balance carry forward or anything. Now sales account by Swati 5,000. So obviously to balance carry forward 5,000, which will be brought forward in the next year. Then furniture same way. Then discount allowed same way. So those who are expenses, those items which are same way, rent also and salary. Those who are, whichever accounts are expenses which may be carry forward in the next month because they are not specified year ending. So we are going to carry forward that as next month, right? But if it is year ending, then it will be transfer expenses and revenues will be transferred to the trading and profit and loss account. That we are going to learn later on. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.